Okay, so now we're looking at George Berkeley, another interesting philosopher, very interesting philosopher. And I've just read the very first essay of his seminal text. Yeah, he wrote this really influential text involving a debate. It's 3 essays of Philonous discussing idealism and materialism with Hylas. Yeah, it's 3 different discussions. And we're just going to look at the very first discussion because it really is enough to fill up the board with ideas. And we're touching on many topics that we've already looked at. We're certainly looking at John Locke one more time and primary and secondary qualities, because Berkeley discusses these in this very first essay in detail. And what you've got to understand with Berkeley is his main claim, which is that there's no such thing as material substance. Now, what exactly does he mean by this? Well, let's remember that John Locke claimed that all primary qualities must exist in, let's put it like that, they must exist in some kind of material substance, some kind of substratum, which is, according to Locke, something underneath everything that has no, he calls it bare particulars. I don't know if you remember, he called them bare particulars. Yeah, this material substance, this substance without properties. And that's what Berkeley's arguing against, that there's no such thing as substance without properties. And I've got to be honest, I agree with Berkeley there, although I disagree with his conclusions. Now, Berkeley is famous for being an idealist. He's famous for saying there's no such thing as material substance. In fact, all objects are not objects, they're ideas. They're ideas of objects. And the only thing we can say about an object is that it's a collection of sense data. Yeah, it's your perception of the object. The object doesn't actually exist as anything other than an idea. And that's why he's famous for idealism. Yeah, idea. He believes in ideas rather than in material substances. And so, even though he's an empiricist and he agrees that all of our knowledge comes from the senses, he still insists that he's not a materialist and that the senses they're only capable of perceiving ideas. They're not built to perceive objects. Now, that might sound like a strange claim. It should, yeah, because it is quite a strange claim. So how does he start his argument? Well, he points out that sensible things, and by the way, Philonous is his hero in the debate, and Hylas is his villain, if you like. He's a materialist. Hylas means matter, and Philonous means love of the mind. I think nous is mind. Yeah, and so Philonous believes there's only mental things that exist, and Hylas believes that physical things cause our sense perceptions. So Hylas very much believes what we might claim is how we model the world from a scientific point of view in the 20th century or 21st century. Yeah, Hylas really is trying to defend the modern view, you might say, whereas Philonous is defending Berkeley's view. So let's go through the arguments. So sensible things, and by the way, sensible does not mean rational, logical,